is the fourth, Carlyle?
Mr. Ledwood, please, ma'am.
Mr. Anstey didn't tell me.
No, mistress. Master did ask him after. When you come back tea time, Master said if we are to be 3, then better 4.
See?
So I said, Carlyle, see that you get Mr. Ledwood at his office. And when Mr. Ledwood answered the phone, first he have another promise. But Master asked him a second and third time. And no one reject Master when he's pleading earnestly. No, ma'am.
So we're to be 4 for dinner. Can Katura manage?
Yes, mistress. Katura will provide.
And what may these be?
There's white lilac, please, mistress.
See that, Carlyle. But where does it all come from? There is no white lilac in England at this time of year.
No, mistress. But there it is all the same. Master said, tonight we must have white lilac. White roses, he said, will be easy, but white lilac, no. So he searched himself several places all over London. And at last he revealed one that have white lilac by air and was coming by car special. Master walked up and down till it come. But I know it wasn't the white lilac only. And I said to Katura, Master, I say, is not at peace in his spirit. And Katura answered and said, white flowers is a great gift. Like Carcass Lily, rich folks fly over to the wedding. But why is Master, she says, sometimes not at peace in his spirit?
I don't know what you're talking about, Carlyle.
No, mistress. We've been near Master in the West Indies many years.
Carlyle, just slip upstairs to number 8 and ask Mr. Ledwood to come down as soon as he's dressed.
Yes, sir.
Say I'd like a word with him before dinner.
Yes, please.
Bruce, I'm sorry I spoke so harshly when I came in, but I confess I was deeply hurt. After all, I'm not the kind of elder sister who has ever interfered with your life. And yet you ask this woman?
This woman?
Oh, very well. Sylvia Newman, Sylvia de Latter, any name you like. Not only do you ask her here, which I think very unwise, but you ask her behind my back.
Now listen, Winifred. You and I never quarrel. That's a rule, isn't it?
It always has been, ever since you were a little boy. I've always been on your side. You may have loved Sylvia, I know you did, but she hasn't been on your side. If she had kept her promise and married you and been your wife instead of your obsession and made you happy, you'd have gone to the top in the colonial service, as it is.
What are you talking about? What on earth has she got to do with the colonial service? Damn it, I haven't seen her or heard from her for 30 years.
Well, I'm not being unkind, but we may as well face the facts. You've done extremely well, but you've just missed the big prizes. And you wouldn't have missed them if she hadn't let you down, or if you'd ever been able to forget her.
You've been more ambitious for me than I've been for myself, Winifred. Even when I was a little boy, you made up your mind that I must always be top of the class.
You always were in those days.
Does it matter so much?
It does to me. Oh, it would have to you if she hadn't let you down. I warned you then that she was no good. While she was engaged to you, she was running after Hugo de Latter, or anyway, letting him run after her. But you wouldn't listen. You thought I wanted Hugo for myself. Which was obviously absurd. He was your age, not mine.
There wasn't a lot of difference, Winifred.
Oh, it seemed a lot then. Enough anyway to leave me a little outside your set. I could see you and Sylvia and Hugo as you couldn't see yourself. You had completely lost your head over that girl. You looked at her as if she were the Holy Grail. But I knew. I warned you. But you wouldn't listen. Oh, I suppose the truth is you couldn't. I was just your elder sister. You couldn't listen.
That's precisely where you're wrong. The trouble was I did. I doubted. And if you're walking on the waters, that's the one thing you mustn't do. If you doubt, you sink. That's why we quarreled, she and I.
You had never told me why you did. You made a prison of that quarrel, shut yourself inside it and kept me out. You kept me out ever since. All I know is that we were all going to a dance at the De Latters. I went straight there with Willie Ledwood and the others. You went to her house to fetch her and bring her on. But you didn't turn up and you didn't turn up.
Why go over it and over it? You've told me all this 100 times before.
Not what I'm going to tell you now. She came at last. wearing an enormous picture dress, white.
You needn't tell me that either.
No, but it is stuck in my mind just as much as in yours. She brought with her that young sister of hers. What was the name of the other Newman girl? Anyhow, poor little beast, she was scarcely out of pigtails. And Sylvia just flung her away to sink or swim. She never cared about anybody but herself. And the first thing she did was to dance with Hugo. She just captured him. Oh, he was willing enough, God knows. She danced with him again and again and again. I said to her, "Didn't Bruce come with you?" But she looked at me as though she scarcely recognized me, and then at last said, "No." Then, and this is what I've never told you, I said, "Where is he?" And she said, "I don't know and I don't care."
That isn't true.
It is true.
Why didn't you tell me then?
How could I? When I got home that night, you were near as nothing out of your mind. It was Willie who brought me back. Of course, he didn't notice anything. He just thought you were ill. I got rid of him. I put my clumsy arms round you and tried to comfort you. Oh, Bruce. You shook me off. You couldn't bear any touch but hers. I tried to make you believe it would all come right. I tried for your sake to believe it myself. I couldn't tell you that she had said, "I don't know and I don't care."
But you tell me now.
Deliberately.
Why?
I don't want her in our lives a second time. I wish she were dead.
Are you sure those were her words?
I don't know and I don't care. And then she lifted her arms, and Hugo put his arm round her waist, and she swirled off with that white dress billowing round her.